When people show AI projects online, you usually see only the final result. The hardest part is actually the initial setup, wiring everything together so it works. Today, we're building the backend engine. Front-end sends a request, AI processes it, results come back. Let's build it. Starting with the front end, user sends a request to the create Lambda, which triggers the AI model. When generation finishes, the webhook receives the result. Webhook stores the metadata in DynamoDB and the image itself in R2. Meanwhile, the frontend is calling the check status Lambda, gets the response back, and returns it to the frontend. This happens every few seconds until the status is complete. So that's the flow. Create the job, AI processes it, webhook stores it, frontend calls it until it's ready. Starting from scratch, completely empty serverless project. Let's set up the basic structure, serverless config in Lambda folder. Here's the serverless file, just the basics, AWS provider, in Node runtime. Now let's create a simple Lambda function. Asking AI to generate a basic handler that returns hello. Simple function receives a request, returns a response. Adding the endpoint so we can actually call this. Now let's deploy it to AWS. Deployed, we've got our endpoint. Let's test it. There it is, backend is alive, endpoint works. That's our first milestone. Creating the generation Lambda, this will trigger Fal AI when a user requests a character. Asking AI to generate the function. Pulling details from Fal's documentation. AI generates the handler, sends the prompt to Fal AI, returns a job ID. Also added a webhook endpoint placeholder. We'll build that next. Adding IAM authorization, only logged in users can trigger this. Getting the Fal API key. Adding it to Secrets Manager so our Lambda can access it securely. Creating R2 bucket. Same thing for R2, generating credentials. Into Secrets Manager. Webhook endpoint already added here. Now creating an R2 client function to handle image uploads. Now the webhook Lambda, this receives the results from Fal, uploads to R2, updates the database. AI generated 2 webhooks by mistake. We will delete the extra one later. Backend is ready. Now let's build a simple frontend and test the whole flow. Asking AI to create a basic form, prompt input, and generate button. Wiring it to our backend API. Adding the polling logic. Checks the database every few seconds for the result. Alright, let's test it. Entering a prompt, clicking generate, request sent, polling the database. And there it is. Full flow working. User submits a prompt, AI generates the image, result comes back. That's actually the hardest part, the initial wiring. Now that the back engine is in place, we can start building features.